It's time to act now. There's no more time to delay. There's no more time to train ourselves to not be the person that executes. All of what we want out of this life, it depends on us. It depends on the work that we're willing to put in. It depends on the faith that we're willing to develop. God has given us everything that we need. Everything that is necessary for us to reach the next level is already inside of us. He's never left us, never forsaken us. He's always been there. We continue, we wake up, we live, we breathe, all by the grace of God himself. And he's a merciful God who's always looking out for us. But we are the ones who sever the connection. We are the ones who play the blame game, who allow the outside circumstances to determine what we do, who allow the emotions, the tidal wave emotions that come and go to stop us, to get in the way. Nothing can actually stop you. Nothing. You're unstoppable. But the problem is, you believe that you can be stopped. And it doesn't have to be you consciously saying, oh, I can be stopped. It shows up in your actions. It shows up in your thoughts. It shows up in your daily behaviors that turn into your habits. If we look at our habits, we can predict our future. We can predict the trajectory. But many of us neglect the kind of habits that will actually make a change, that will actually move the needle in our lives. It's all up to us. God has led us to the water, but it's up to us to drink it. Are we going to continue to live the life that in the future we'll regret? Are we going to finally pick today to be the day that actually we execute, the day that we show up and perform? It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be fun all the time. Of course, you're almost never going to always feel like it. That's the point. That's what makes it rewarding. That's why it's worth going after. God's people take the straight and narrow way, not the 4-lane highway that everybody's on. The highway that says, here's the rest stop, here's the direction here, that has all these navigational tools. Smooth roads, no traffic. But the straight and narrow way, it's more difficult, it's more challenging, it's painful, there's bumps, there's hills, there's turns, winding roads, there's bad conditions, there's things that get in the way, there's potholes, there's things you have to drive around, and that's why nobody wants to drive on it. And that's why no one wants to walk that road. But they don't realize that it's just a wilderness. Just like the people of Israel, when they left Egypt, they had to go through the wilderness. They had to build their faith in the wilderness. They had to take action to change, to become someone new, to leave the Egyptian ways, to leave the way that they were back in that land. They physically left, but they were mentally still there. The straight and narrow way is the equivalent of the wilderness that you have to endure. Whatever you're experiencing in life where it doesn't seem like it's going your way, this is just the wilderness. Eventually, you'll get out of it. Sometimes it's going to take longer than you anticipate. Actually, more often than not, it's probably going to take longer than you anticipate. You're probably going to feel a lot of instances where you're like, you know what, I thought that I would be farther than I am now. But you are much farther than you were. Every time you make that decision that I'm going to do it anyways. I'm not going to let this stop me. I may be tired today. My feelings may not be there today. I may not have the money in the bank right now. Things may not be looking bright for me, but you know what? I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm building that internal fortitude with every action I take, despite all of these things that are giving me excuses to not execute, to not show up, to not keep my discipline, my commitment, my word. This is the separator. These are the moments that make the most out of us. These are the moments that are the most important, when they are the hardest. This is the grindstone. This is the forge, the furnace, whatever you want to call it, to help you put the image in your mind to think, okay, this is important. I need to put my emotions aside. I need to step back and look at this for what it actually is, a learning lesson. What is this trying to teach me right now? What is this sharpening in me right now? What can I take from this? We should never ask, why is this happening to me? Why are they treating me this way? Why are things going this way? I thought it would... No, that's not how we grow. That's how we become victims. That's how we lose instead of gain.